One of the most niche things that I own, certainly in recent times, is this. So this is to go with my collection of things I've been accumulating over the last few years to have a full deep sea diving suit, vintage style. And this is the air pump that pumps the air down to the diver. Now this thing weighs an absolute ton. The way that you turn the crank is with these very large flywheels here. The other one is here, which I haven't put on at the moment because I need to do a little bit of work to this shaft. But if I try and pick this up, this thing weighs an absolute ton. I can barely lift it higher than that. Whew. And now this pump without the wheels is incredibly heavy. You'd need either 2 extremely strong people or just 4 average kind of guys like me to even move this thing to pick it up. It weighs, I'd like to know how much it actually weighs. But basically, when you open the top here, this is what's inside. So essentially you've got a triple cylinder, if you like, engine. I guess a pump is really what it is. This beautiful crank here with the brass big ends. And down the bottom there you've got 3 cylinders that are all moving at different times to keep a continuous source of air pumped down to the diving helmet. This dial here, depending on how deep the diver is in the water, depends on how fast the people above water will have to spin the wheels. So for example, if you're at said depth, whatever it is, you need to be pumping it at 50. So you need to figure out how deep the diver is and what number it needs to be. And that's dictated, like I said, by the speed. And then down here, this is the hole where the air actually comes out. So the umbilical cord, which is the pipe that goes on the back of the helmet, attaches onto this and literally just pumps it down. So you can imagine that the deeper you go, it's going to take a huge amount of force to actually pump that compressed air down to the diver. So unlike a scuba tank where you're wearing it on your back, this is what you call unlimited supply. So there's no time limit to how long you're down there. Obviously you have to deal with the bends and all of that, so decompression stops. Not that I'm going to be going very deep. I'll probably stay no more than 20 feet when I'm actually using this equipment. So I'm still going to have to do a lot of work on this to make sure it's safe to use. A friend of mine, Cedric, he has advised me on the cylinders to use olive oil rather than engine oil, because engine oil could contaminate the air that you're breathing. So basically, as I turn this, if we look down here, you can see those pistons starting to move up and down. You can hear the air being compressed. I've recently lubricated all of the moving parts, so it's moving very freely, pumping the air. And if I bring my hand as it's turning down here, I can feel the air coming through. Here you go, I'll give you a visual aid look. You see the leaf? There it goes. So basically on the flywheel here, because if you've got one person either side, particularly if your diver is going very deep, you're going to need that extra force. But these come out and you just turn it, and you can turn it at whatever speed is needed. So when I've seen people diving in shallow water, it's quite slow, it's this kind of speed. But you can see, you can quite easily, obviously it's only pumping air out the front, but look at it go. So the other couple of bits and pieces I've collected so far, at least that are here, first of all you've got the very famous lead boots. I do actually know the weight of these. It's 25 kilos collectively. So these beautiful things, which I've already done a little video on, they do need some restoration, but they're lead lined on the bottom, and then you've got the brass kind of toe protectors there. But these, oh boy, these are heavy. I'll lift these up. Oh, these are considerably heavier than the boots. These are the chest weights, so you have one front, one back, and when you have your diving helmet, these essentially clip onto the end of the breastplate, so that'll be sitting against your chest or on your back. It seems like quite a crazy amount of weight to have being underwater, but you need it to keep you at the bottom, because all that air blowing down there, you don't want it to be buoyant, you want to be negatively buoyant. So this kind of design goes way back, you know, to your Victorian times. This equipment, it's Soviet Russian, most of it dates from around the 1960s, the 1970s, so they're still using this tried old method that's obviously reliable and archaic compared to scuba and modern day commercial diving, but fantastic fun. So hopefully it won't be long before Forward to the Past has a full diving kit, and I'll be doing some filming underwater in one of the most eccentric ways I possibly can.